it going, Eric? Thanks for doing this. After you guys have cut up 4 games worth of film, a couple of frustrating weeks for the offense, have you guys been able to, put your finger on one issue about why the running game's not getting on track?
Well, we just have to each player on the offense, not just offensive line, because it's not just a one position group problem. Like, everybody just got to look themselves in the mirror and see what we're doing wrong, and that's the main thing. So I just look at myself and see what I'm doing wrong, see what I can do to just help better the team and help the team succeed at the end of the day and just help create an identity.
How much benefit do you guys get as an offense when y'all are going to the line and then looking over the sideline and getting the play right? What goes into that for you guys, and how does that sort of benefit you guys?
It just helps us because we just can get on the ball and just can move fast, and just to see the confusion across the line just helps you feel more confident in what you're going to do in your job, just because they're not lined up or they don't know what to do. So just us moving fast and getting the right play, obviously just getting the right play on called on the field and just executing.
And Luke, now that he's had a couple games back, what have you seen from him, or I guess noticed behind you on film or whatever? From Luke, I'm sorry.
From Luke. Now
that he's been back.
Just the same guy. He's just always going to bring energy. He's going to be positive. And whenever things get rough, he's just going to try to find to make a way and just to help get the offense on track. Like I said, he's looking himself in the mirror just like we all looking ourselves in the mirror. What can we do better to help benefit the team?
Eric, you guys were good on third down against Georgia, but between ECU and Kentucky, you guys weren't necessarily as efficient as you were against Georgia. From an offensive line perspective, is there anything y'all can do specifically on third to make things a little bit more efficient, or is it just an offense as a whole clicking a little bit better?
Like I said, just main thing is everybody just has to look themselves in the mirror, and we all got to focus in on one thing that we're doing in our jobs, and we just have to get better at it. The game plan is meant for us to succeed, and the game plan is also put in for us to be in the best position possible. So it's nothing from a game plan standpoint or like a one-person problem. It's just the whole offense. If all 11 do our one job when on one-on-ones, we'll be special. So.
Erica, Coach Sad has said that there's 2 guys on the field, the center and the quarterback, who have the ability to change the play at the line. Could you just take us through how that process works, who overrides who makes what call? How does that work if you guys audible?
Well, at the end of the day, it's Luke's decision or the quarterback's decision. My job is just to go up there and get everybody in the right position from an O-line standpoint and tight end standpoint, get everybody going in the right position, call out who needs to be blocked. And if Luke sees something that I can't see when I'm in my stance, then he overrides me, and we just go from that. So.
You guys have a matchup this week against a tough Troy defense. Just what are your thoughts on them, and what's your mindset heading into this game?
Well, I really don't know all their names, but because I study film, I just look at numbers. They got a good front four, 95, 41. Number 5 is real good, and number 9. And then there are 2 linebackers. I remember seeing that number 2 was like preseason defensive player of the year. He had some quick twitch to him. And I actually played at high school with one of their DBs, number 1, Elijah Culp. So it would be pretty cool to see him out there. But, yeah, like you said, Troy is a good team. They beat LSU a couple years ago, so it's just like we know it's not another team. Like it's no cupcake. None of the games that we played this year were cupcakes, and just going out there and showing the world what we can do against a good Troy team would just help boost not only the confidence of us, but just the confidence of everybody surrounding the program.
Eric, not to use it as an excuse, but I mean, switching up from having a quarterback the first 2 games and now Luke being able to start the last game, and he played a lot of that game against Georgia. How much consistency can that help with now, knowing that, okay, Luke is the guy going into this game and being able to kind of just find that rhythm on offense?
That's the thing. Like our jobs don't really change from who's back there from a quarterback or running back perspective. But like you said, just having that one guy back there behind me, taking the snaps from me, it's almost like a comfort level. It just gives me like the idea that we can get into a rhythm. I almost know exactly what he's going to do. He knows exactly what I'm going to do. So like you said, just having him back there is a little bit of a comfort for not only me but the offensive line, and it helps us just get into like a smooth little rhythm and just calm down a little bit.
Eric, there's been a few times this year where guys are just coming free, unchecked at the quarterback or coming to the running back behind the line. When you guys have looked at those plays, what's been the main issue?
Well, some of those plays, we have to be better from a when you're one-on-one perspective. Like, we have to be better from a one-on-one perspective. But some of the other plays were checks. Like, you probably saw that in the East Carolina game, we had the defensive end come free, but we had a full slide to the left. So it really even wasn't Dylan's fault, but from the outside looking in, you probably want to blame somebody. But like I said, it's not really on one person. It's a full 11. And if not the whole 11 is clicking, then that's when you see problems arise.
Schematically, when you're looking at a defense and you're in your stance, what are you paying attention to? Not asking you to tell us what the calls are or how you call it, but when you're paying attention to a defense, what are you looking at to make those calls? Is it edge pressure? Is it a Mike linebacker sneaking up? What are you kind of paying attention to?
It's like a magician. I can't give out my tricks because then they going to start. But it's just a few keys that Coach Atkins and Coach Teasley have helped me just realize and understand. If I see this happening, then I know that I got to take the protection this way. If I see this happening, I know I got to take the protection this way. But like I said, I'll make the call, but at the end of the day, if the quarterback, Luke, he overrides me, we just got to go with it. As a whole O-line, we got to go with it. So it's just a matter of just locking into the details of the call and just going from one call to the other and just executing.
How's Coach Atkins been these first few weeks? I know obviously everybody wants things to get turned around and get better, but what's he been like as y'all have gone through this point of the season?
Well, he's just consistently showing us that he has our back, and he's working with us to not only just help us get better, but just to continue to strive for everything that we want to get to. And like I said, he has our backs, and he knows that what we do is a tough job. So he's always looking out for us. He's giving us drills to do in practice just to help us work on the things that we need to work on and on for Saturday. And that's the main thing with him. He's like he locks in and hears us and lets us work on what we actually need to work on specifically for us, especially for the week. So he does a good job at that.